Hello, you've reached my channel, Cosmic Vibrations. My name's Ara, by the way. It's A-R-A, in case anyone was confused. I know I hardly ever mention my name, but in case you were wondering, my name is Ara, A-R-A. It's taken from my grandmother's name, Barbara. It's the last three letters of Barbara. She passed away right before I was born. So anyway, this is going to be a daily tarot reading for December 11th. I'm going to put a timestamp down below in the description box for you that you can click on. It'll take you straight to the beginning of the reading in case you don't feel like sitting through this part. I'm going to do one main theme of the day card and then 5 explainer cards to go with it and probably a bunch of clarifiers. We'll see. This reading is not sign related, so anyone can watch it. And it's always interesting to see if readings are on point, but it's also kind of like a meditation of the day or something to think about as well. At least that's how I look at it. My cat's trying to come over here. December 11th, 2020. Oh, Raven, come on, bud. Get down from there. All right. I don't know if you can see Raven in the background. Tell me more about December 11th, 2020. Excuse me, you guys. I have a slight allergy to wheat, and whenever I eat wheat accidentally or eat too much of it, what is that? Oh, it's the oven. I forgot. Whenever I eat wheat, it makes me really clogged up, or I have to clear my throat a lot. Sometimes it's hard to avoid wheat. You know, you go to the cafe and get a muffin, it probably has wheat in it. Sometimes I get self-conscious about how many times I have to clear my throat, but can't really do much about it right now. And there's something about walking around in the cold weather too. It makes your nose drip, at least for me anyway. Okay, let's do this one. Okay. Let's find out what these are. Wow, this is a cool reading. All right, I'm going to pick a clarifier to go with that top card. There it is again. Okay, tell me more about this. Raven. Let me pick one of these. All right, I'll try to make sense out of this. For some reason, this top part is not really calling out to me about anything, but we'll see. Your theme of the day for December 11th, 2020 is the Seven of Cups. Maybe that's why I'm not really getting a clear message about this, is it's confusing for you and for me. You may be confused about choices. You may be wondering whether you're being overly idealistic. You're wondering if you need to settle or if you need to be more realistic about what you're doing, on what's possible or what's not possible. It could be you're confused about that, about what's possible or not possible. It looks as though all of the choices that you have available to you are just not really ideally what you're really looking for. And so you may be confused on what to do or what to choose in a situation, especially emotionally. Okay, where were we? The cat jumped up and knocked over all of my piles of cards behind the computer. So, okay, here we go. You're confused. You're emotionally confused. You might be confused about choices. With this, you got Strength and the Elder of Earth. So it may be that you're trying to stay strong about something. You may need to be more flexible about what you're trying to do or to manifest concerning money, jobs, career, talents. Also, what you consider home, family, things that matter to you. This is normally the King of Pentacles here. This could also be a person that you're confused about. If that's true, then this is a Leo card and this is a Taurus card. So could be an individual in your life that shows qualities of a Leo and a Taurus. Or it could be a earth sign that you're trying to stay grounded and strong about and trying to make a decision about something. This could be wanting to protect and wanting to keep a situation that you have, and or to preserve it. It feels as though you've put a lot of time and effort into this, whether it's a relationship, a job, or a career, or a business, or even an establishment that, or something that you have established. Could be your home, your house, your garden, your business. It can be the land that you own. It can be a lot of different things, but it's something that you care a lot about, and it's something you've put a lot of your effort and time into, and possibly that you've had for quite some time now, or it's fully built or fully existing. But it seems as though between these two cards, there is home and protecting treasure. It seems as though perhaps some of you might be worried about losing your home, or losing your family, or losing your established career or job, or some kind of situation that you've put a lot of your time and effort into. It might be you are feeling uncertain about the future on what's coming up. Certain things may not be what they once were, or you're worried on whether or not you will be able to protect this or keep this. Or maybe you're trying to figure out what you actually want and what you would like to manifest, what you would like to see in your life that represents these things of home, security, being on top of keeping this thing alive or going. So this will either resonate or not. You'll know more than me whether it does. Can also be keeping a sense of positivity and hope about the future among a family or a group of friends or kindred spirits, soulmates, wanting to preserve love, wanting to preserve caring, wanting to preserve people working together. Okay, let me get more on that. What does the Six of Water have to do with? Tell me more about this. You're afraid of losing a bond or a way of life. Your status in a situation. Let me get more. You need to stick up for something or a group or for what matters to you. Your talents. You can expect growth though, or there will be growth. I would say hold off on making any major decisions right now until you have all the information. It feels to me as if there's still some information that you are lacking or you don't have yet. Or there may be a way around this situation. Or you may just simply be completely confused on what's happening right now. So I would say take a nap, rest, breathe deeply, try to relax, distract yourself with something. Maybe get, if you can, get like an energy clearing or energy work done on you, or somehow clear your emotional body where you're not so confused, and the answers will come to you on what to do. I don't necessarily see you losing anything in here at all. So if that's what you're afraid of, I wouldn't worry about it, or I wouldn't focus on that. Instead, I would just focus on what you can do now, doing the things that you can do. You can, if you go with your talents or what am I trying to say here? There will be growth. It's not massive, incredible, magical growth, but it is growth. And as long as you go with your instincts and go with what feels right to you, you'll know what to do. And you also have support in this, if that makes any sense. It's okay to show yourself. It's okay to stand up for what you believe in. There's a lot of people that feel very similarly about this with you. You might be remembering happy memories from the past too. And you have the Fool. There is some kind of a risk that you have to take, or it's a new beginning where you're uncertain about what is going to happen in the future. But you just have to have faith in your own inner strength and your own capabilities and your own instincts to know what to do one step at a time. There is no way of knowing what will happen, but go with your instincts. Be brave. You are not being foolish in this situation. It's important to downsize or to focus on the things that really are important right now rather than the little things. And you may be thinking of taking a huge risk or leaping into the unknown over a situation, or finally deciding to express yourself to the fullest without reservation or fear of judgment from others, to be who you are truly. So let's see if I get more on that. Tell me more about this Fool. You need to decide to just take the leap and just do it. Maybe you've been hesitating on taking this leap. It feels to me like some of you have become very accustomed to certain patterns, ways of living, your established routine, how you have functioned for a long time. And something about this is shifting because of circumstances. And so you can still have that. You're not losing anything. It's just changing. I think some of you may be confused emotionally because you're uncertain on whether this is actual keeping what you value, but simply having it evolve or change, or whether you're losing it and you have to start completely all over. The message that I'm getting is that you can keep what you value. It's just changing. Your understanding of things might be changing too. You may be suddenly aware of your capabilities when normally you're not this aware of all of your capabilities, maybe because you have to use them right now. Look at what I just noticed. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try. You see this young lady with the umbrella with the little dress on and her hair's falling over. The same exact little lady is in this picture. I don't know if you can see her. She's right there. Same dress, same position of the body, same hair. Hopefully you can see that. The same exact girl is in both of these images. Protecting treasure, protecting the home. Worried about losing the home or losing your career or everything that you've poured your energy into, or just being uncertain about the future in general, or what's going to happen, or whether or not you'll make it with what you value. But it seems as though you have support with this. You have loved ones, other people that back you up, or they back each other up. You're not the only one going through this situation. Or this could also be happy memories from the past of all of your past accomplishments and what you value. You can't let go of what you love, or you're confused. Maybe what you love is changing. But you have the strength to be able to handle anything that life is throwing at you right now. Some of this may just be emotional work that you have to do on regaining your strength. But, however, I am getting a clear message that a lot of things are changing, and it will no longer be the same that it used to be, period. And I'm getting you really value and love what you have had existing for a long time, and so it's not easy to just allow it to change. You may be afraid of what this change will bring, but you really just need to decide to go with the times, or go with the overall feeling collectively right now and go towards something new, or try something new, or take a risk on something. Take a risk on what you love. You need to just make up your mind and go do it. Or you may have a unconventional idea or an unconventional method that you have come up with on how to adjust things or how to work things out. Let me see if I get anything else on this. What you want or what you value is just too important to you to just let things, to not take the reins in this situation, or not to take action in this situation, because it means a great deal to you. And so you can't just let the fates decide on what's going to happen, but you can decide to use all of your energy on going for something that you truly, truly want, and being brave and just doing it. Then you have spiritual help here with the lilies. So let me see what your spirit guides are trying to tell you. This card to me right now is representing your spirit guides, or your spiritual forces that look out after you, your guardian angels, your ancestors, also your own spiritual body. It's telling you to have patience. Love is patient and kind always. Maybe you're feeling impatient about something. Maybe you're feeling impatient about something, as if you have to jump now because you're afraid that what you value is threatened somehow and you need to protect it. But don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Take your time. Take care of this emotional confusion first. Take care of yourself first. Have patience. Anything that means this much to you is not going to be ripped away suddenly. It seems to me as if there are solutions in here. And then you have wide open. Yeah, something about your old structures has been removed, where now there are endless possibilities, or there's a new chapter happening. You are wide open, or you should be wide open. To me, some of you may be struggling with this wide open feeling. Sometimes you're ready to go, you're wide open, you're willing to embrace change or the new, but then there are other times where you're not so sure about all of this, because there are certain things that you want to keep, or certain ways that are not so easy to let go of and just go into the unknown, or be wide open to whatever is to come. So let me look more into that. Basically, you need to trust the universe. You may be having a hard time relinquishing a feeling of like you need to control a situation or hang on to a situation. Maybe because of past experiences, maybe because it's just hard. It's hard to release to the fates over something that you care so much about or have cared so much about. It's like having to move or let go of your treasured possessions in order to start a completely new world or a new life, and it's not easy to do that. It's not easy to downsize sometimes because you may have old treasured photographs. You might have old things that belong to people that you loved that have passed on. You could have a lot of things that mean a lot to you. You could have a big, beautiful garden that you spent years cultivating and getting statues to decorate it. And sometimes it's not so easy to let go or potentially let go of something that you have amassed over time or possessed over time or gathered over time. But not all is lost, and whatever really truly matters to you, you will be able to keep. It's not like just because things are changing that things are completely ending. Even though you have to be brave and go into a new situation. And some of you may be deliberately leaving behind what you value in order to embrace a new situation. And sometimes it's not so easy to do that because you want both situations. But it really is time to let go and to trust the universe and realize that things are changing regardless. You can't really resist the world from turning. You can't make time stop. Time is eternally marching forward, and things are constantly changing all the time. There are different cycles. There are long-term cycles, short cycles. There are different cycles of time. So sometimes some situations seem as if they will always last because they've been there for a long time, but that isn't necessarily the case. Even those things change eventually. And so to me, it's like a free-floating fear or anxiety over massive change happening. But that massive change does not have to be a negative thing. It's just a lot. It's a lot to be processing. And this can be an internal psychological process you're going through too. It can also be something that you're going through with what you possess or what you have, or what's already existing. But an old chapter is ending and a new one is about to begin. It may be hard for you to let go of the old cycle. But that does not mean that you are doomed or things are not going to work out in your new cycle. It's just completely foreign and unknown, which can be tricky. It's important for you to rest at this time. So your last one is the spider. Spider medicine, yeah, I think, here, let me read it if I can find it. This is about something scaring you. I think the saying with it is something like, oh, wrong book. Let's see if it's in this one. Is it this one? Oh, it's across the room. Okay. Something like somebody who's afraid of spiders saying, quick, get rid of the spider for me, because they're scared of the spider, but they're expecting someone else to get it. Let's see. These are my notes from when I was studying the riddles that go with these. This is a Mexican Loteria card, and I find it interesting. It's a master number. It's 33, which is ultimate love. I think 33 is unconditional love or working on unconditional love. So the saying that goes with it, I'm not going to say it in Spanish because my Spanish pronunciation sucks. So I'm just going to say it in English. Here it goes. Stun it with blows. Just don't let her get me. And so it says fear, manipulation, a manipulative person, a dangerous woman, weaving a web to catch you, weaving a web of words to snatch something or somebody. Someone is trying to trap you. Worries, powerful woman, overbearing, controlling woman, wanting to get out of a romantic entanglement or web made by a cunning, manipulative woman. Danger, expecting someone else to get rid of the problem for you, not wanting to get caught. And then there is another way of looking at spider, which is spider medicine as a totem. Spider as a totem is not a negative vibration at all. It's about weaving the web that you would like to create, that you have a hand to play in your life's unfoldment. If you start to notice that certain things are not working out, or you're caught in some kind of a situation, it's because you didn't utilize your own personal power in deciding how your life goes. And this web that the spider is in is reminding me of this wheel. Is you have a hand to play in how your life unfolds. And you have a hand to play and inner strength and power, internal power that you can use to direct how you want your life to go. Even though things are changing, you are not at the mercy of the universe. You do have a part to play in how things unfold and what you wish to create next. If for some reason you have been battling with a feeling of complete confusion, it might be because you are giving up subconsciously or out of fear too much of your own power to a situation or another person, or even to the fates themselves. You can weave the web that you want, and if you're in a web that you don't like, you can get out of it, and it's changing regardless. This may be weaving a web with words too. Be mindful of the thoughts that you have, or the things that you say. You may be subconsciously self-sabotaging yourself. But I think you're realizing a lot of this. You may be having a lot of subconscious things come up simply just because you're knocked off your usual cycle. So let me pick one of these as a remedy that you can focus on. Hopefully this reading made sense. I'm feeling the confusion with this reading. I would just say take it easy, balance yourself out, have some faith in yourself and the universe, and whatever you truly value, you are not losing. Or if you are losing some things from the past, it's because it was time for that cycle to pass. And that doesn't mean that you can't create the future that you want, because you can. So, don't know. Listen with your heart. You are listening to what is being said to you, but need to listen with a loving heart. You may be going through a difficult time today because you're trying to release some anger that you have within yourself, or sometimes when people feel as though they have lost all control in a situation and something is completely beyond their control, when they have a lot of value or energy invested in it, it can be a horrifying feeling. And sometimes it can make us get irritable or irritable at the universe or at other people because we feel out of control. It makes us act controlling sometimes. And so just breathe deeply, relax, try to take naps, maybe distract yourself with something that you enjoy in the meantime, maybe do some research, and you will get through this cycle of change. So hopefully that made sense or resonated in some way for somebody. And I will see you guys tomorrow for December 12th. Okay, bye. Take care.